Hello and welcome to Northeast Media Hub, the fastest growing digital media platform. I am Adalbert Khar with the latest Hub news. Be informed, be alert. Due to the outbreak of Omicron variant, the Meghalaya government has decided that the 50 years Golden Jubilee celebration of the state will be celebrated in a much lesser scale as compared to what they had planned. The official program will be held on January 21 at 11 a.m. in JN Complex, Shillong. Chief Minister Conrad Sangma informed that they are waiting for confirmation from the Prime Minister's office if they will be attending the program or not, but it is being planned accordingly. And once they receive the confirmation, further details will be decided. The Regional Committee, East Jaintia Hills District, submitted the report on Assam-Meghalaya border dispute to the Chief Minister, Conrad K. Sangma, on Monday. The report has been compiled after extensive field visits and interaction with the residents of villages along with Assam-Meghalaya border. Chairman of the East Jaintia Hills District Regional Committee, Sniao Bhalangdhar, was accompanied by Education Minister Lakman Rimbui and E. Kharmalki IAS in submitting the report to the Chief Minister, Conrad K. Sangma, in his chamber. The Assam Congress on Monday staged protests in different parts of the state against alleged land grabbing by the family of Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma. Monday's protest by the Congress is part of the series of agitational programs the party has initiated seeking an investigation into alleged land grabbing by CM Himanta Biswa Sarma's wife and son. A company belonging to Chief Minister Sarma's wife, Riniki Boyan Sarma, and son Nandil Biswa Sarma has allegedly illegally grabbed government land on Guwahati outskirts. The Congress leader said a total of 7 plots in North Guwahati were allegedly allocated to RBS Realtors between 2008 and 2009. Moving on, hundreds of Nagas from different walks of life on Monday joined the two-day walkathon from Nagaland's commercial hub Dimapur to state capital Kohima, a distance of more than 70 kilometers, demanding the repeal of AFSPA and justices for the 14 civilians who were killed by security forces in Mon district. The walkathon, which stemmed out of social media posts following the Mon killings, gained the support of various tribal bodies and civil society organizations in the state. The participants would spend the night at Phiphema, halfway to Kohima, before restarting the march on Tuesday morning for the state capital. They would submit a memorandum to the centre through Governor Jagdish Mukhi. Mizoram's main opposition party, the Zoram People's Movement ZPM, on Monday urged the state government to ensure broomstick growers reap their harvest. The party said many broomstick farmers in the Aitalang area near Vairangte, a disputed land along the state's border with Assam, are facing an acute crisis because their farmlands are still occupied by the Assam police. The ZPM also alleged that Arika nut farmers at Sahapui V village, one of the disputed areas in the Kolasip district, were not allowed to collect the harvest by the Assam police. It alleged that the Assam police personnel plucked betel nuts from these farms by hiring labourers. Amid a surge in coronavirus infections in the national capital, nearly 1,000 Delhi police personnel, including the Additional Commissioner of Police, Crime Branch, have tested positive for COVID-19. Officials said on Monday. Additional PRO consultant Anil Mittal of Delhi Police informed that all of them are under quarantine and will join duty after they fully recover. The centre on Monday made it clear to states and UTs that no time limit has been set for the operationalization of COVID vaccination centres and that they can operate till 10 p.m. daily based on availability of human resources and infrastructure. In a letter to states and union territories, Additional Secretary in the Union Health Ministry, Manohar Agnani, said there is an impression that COVID vaccination centres or CVCS can operate only from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily. Also, given the rising trend of COVID-19 cases in the country, Agnani advised all states and union territories to ensure compliance to COVID-appropriate behaviour or CAB at all levels. Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has tested positive for COVID-19. Rajnath Singh is suffering from mild COVID symptoms. Singh has been placed under home quarantine. Meanwhile, the Defence Minister has urged all who came in contact with him to get tested for COVID-19. Deposed Myanmar leader Aung San Suu Kyi has been sent to 4 more years in jail. The verdict was announced on Monday by a Myanmar court after finding her guilty of illegal import and possession of walkie-talkies and COVID norms violating. Earlier, Suu Kyi was convicted last month on 2 other charges, incitement and breaching COVID norms. She was then sentenced to a 4-year in-jail term. She is being kept by the Myanmar military at an unknown location. If found guilty of all the charges, Aung San Suu Kyi could be sentenced to more than 100 years in prison. Thank you for listening to Hub Podcast. For latest news and updates, follow us on www.hubnetwork.in. Download Hub News app in your mobile from Google Play Store and Apple App Store. For promotion and publicity, write to us at info@hubnetwork.in. Thank you. Kublesh Shibon, Mithela.